Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Let's Play Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game. Sentinels of the Multiverse is basically a card game about using a group of superheroes to defeat a villain in a location. Which sounds a bit weirder than it actually is. Basically, it's based on a 6-year-old card game, which is still around, where you have the ability to play cooperatively against a villain. Each of your heroes is a deck of cards with special abilities and stuff. The villain is a deck of cards with minions and powers, and you've also got an environment deck which has certain things that happen in certain places. Which actually describes almost anything. Things in places. Good job. I'm really descriptive. You'll get the idea as we play the game, but basically I really adored the mobile version of this, which I have, and have had for a little while, and played the heck out of. But I learned recently that they did a Steam version, so I kind of wanted to be like, this game is awesome. I want to play it for you, because A, I want to play it, and B, anyone I can tell about this game is basically a win in my books. So we're going to be starting a new game. We won't play the tutorial. Hopefully we'll pick it up as we go along. Now, there are a lot of things for this game. Like, this is the villains. These are the heroes. And then we get to the environments. And you might be like, well, that's not enough. That's a lot of things. Yeah, there's also variants. Yep. There's... Oh, she's got 3? Or no, that's 2. Some of them have got 3 variants. I think Tachyon's got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, there's a lot of things. Now, I actually have all the DLC here. I kind of got given the key by the company that makes the game, and they gave me all the DLC keys and stuff as well. But on the mobile, I've actually only got the base game. So I'm going to, just to show you what the game is like, just show you the base game stuff. I'm not actually going to play with anything super fancy here. If you want me to play more, please want me to play more, because I really like it. I might play with more fancy stuff. But for now, we're just going to pick some of the bases. So, we can go for a villain. We can have Baron Blade. He's kind of your typical mad... I hate to say scientist, because mad scientists don't really exist. It's more like mad engineers. Seriously, when was the last time you heard someone go, excellent, excellent, I will do a randomized control group here, and this is, oh, brilliant. Seriously, that's what scientists do. That's a mad scientist. It's not quite as interesting as a mad engineer. We're going to put Citizen Dawn in. Citizen Dawn is going to be our villain. She will be the one that we will have to beat to win. That's effectively our scenario condition to win in this game. The environment, we're going to go for... I'm going to go for Insula Primalis. Basically, Dinosaur Island. Jurassic Park. You notice the background change there. Yeah, we're going to be fighting Citizen Dawn in Jurassic Park. I mean, if you want your typical, you know, metropolis or whatever, we can have Megapolis, which is obviously, like, the city. And you draw random environment cards that change aspects of play. There'll be effects, and there'll be random, like, monster things. They're not necessarily monsters. I think Megapolis is, like, beat cop and stuff that come along and try to help you out and probably fail. We're going to go for the dinosaur one, because I find it amusing to have T-Rexes just run along in the middle of your fight. Yes, that does happen. And then we get to pick our heroes. So, your heroes you can play... I think you can play cooperatively, where you basically... different people control different heroes, and we can have up to 5 heroes, 3 to 5. We're going to play with 4 heroes, and I'm going to be controlling them all. We're going to play with Legacy, Non-Variant, Tempest, or as I call him, Fishman, Non-Variant, Absolute Zero, Non-Variant, and Tachyon, Variant. 2. I don't know if the Tachyon just... her name doesn't change, so... I just know them by their roles. This is one of my favorite loadouts, by the way. This is a really good team because they kind of synergize. Legacy is basically a buff shield character. He will buff the others to do more damage. At the same time, he will try and shield them as well. Tempest is kind of an AoE damage dealer. He hits multiple people generally and does a pretty good amount of damage. That synergizes great with Legacy, because Legacy will be like, you have +1 damage. And then Tempest will be like, I do 1 damage to everyone. But no, I now do 2 damage to everyone. You kind of get the gist. Absolute Zero is harder to define. Absolute Zero is someone who needs certain equipment to be drawn from their deck to be of any use. If they don't have that equipment, Absolute Zero is kind of terrible. But if they do have that equipment, then they can heal themselves and or deal damage to a target. And also they've got a few other things that allow them to deal damage to more people. Absolute Zero is a character I really like. Possibly not necessary in this lineup, but I like Absolute Zero a lot. Tachyon is what I call a card shark. every time I play, like, a deck building game, I nearly always go for and I get to play a card, and draw a card, and play a card, and draw a card, and play a card, and draw 5 cards, and play any 2 of them. I tend to play the person who plays my entire deck in turn 1. Probably annoying, but I really like just drawing lots of cards and playing them all. And what Tachyon does is, this variant of Tachyon at least, is she gets to take multiple actions, draw multiple cards, and allows her allies to do the same. So she's a card shark. I don't know if these are terms that are real terms or anything. It's not like I know what the meta is. It's my own meta that I've made up in my head. So I call her a card shark. Yes, I know, I'm probably wrong. So we're going to dive in and have a fight. Bear in mind that there are a lot of conditions and things to how this works, which we'll explain as we go through. But you should be able to see. I've picked a little bit of an easier lineup to get started with. These are all in the base game. I'm pretty sure even her variant is in the base game, because I'm pretty sure I unlocked that on mobile. Right, let's do this. The world belongs to the citizens of the sun. We fight this day for liberty and for justice. He's basically Superman. There's actually a Liberty Girl and I think a World War II Liberty. So he's kind of like Captain America meets Superman. Onwards. So, this is our setup. This is our lovely screen, our 4 heroes, our environment. This is the environment deck. This is just demonstrating the cards in the environment deck. They're not actually in this order. We won't actually look at them for now. We'll come back to them later. But yes, there is an Enraged T-Rex and a Velociraptor pack. And this is Citizen Dawn. And this is her deck. And she's got 80 health, and we've got 32, 26, 29, 20. You get the idea. This is the number of cards in our hand, and this is the number of cards in our play area. Let's have a quick look at Citizen Dawn, because she is the one we need to beat to do this. Now, she is the villain with 80 HP. She's got a few different things. For a start, she has type villain, type citizen. So anything that is a villain or a citizen will affect her. Setup. At the start of the game, Citizen Dawn enters play, leader of the Citizens of the Sun side up. So this side up. Most villain cards can flip under certain conditions, which changes how they act. We'll see on the other side. But normally it means they've got like an uber form, or a form that is immune to damage, or alternately, she goes from a form that's immune to damage to a form that can be damaged. And then there's normally things that they do when they get to that form, etc. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 3 citizens are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. So what she's going to do when we start the game is she's going to draw 3 citizens, which are basically like minions for her, out, place them in front, and then shuffle the deck. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 5 or more citizens in the villain trash, Citizen Dawn flips. She may only flip this way once per game. So, when we have 5 or more of her minions in her trash, so we've destroyed them, we've killed them, she will flip over, and she'll go Uber form. At the end of the villain turn, Citizen Dawn deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 energy damage. Now, because this is a cooperative game, the villains effectively is a play-themselves deck. It will play itself based on certain conditions and certain game rules. So, at the end of the villain turn, so that gives you your time, Citizen Dawn, she, deals hero target with the highest HP, so hero target with the highest HP is our target, 2 energy damage. Now, energy is important because some things might have mitigation of energy damage, but generally you'll see that everything here is going to be something like deals characters with 10 or more HP, or deals the character with the second highest HP, or the second lowest, or deals villain target with, or deals environment card with, or deals non-heroes, because you have villains, you have environment, and you have heroes. So if you say, this deals non-hero targets 1 damage, it'll affect all environment and all villain. I know I'm going through this relatively quick, you should pick it up as we go along. I'm sorry, if I'm going through things too fast or too slow, do let me know down below in the comment section. I'm always interested to get that sort of feedback, because I don't know, some people pick things up faster than others, and sometimes I cannot say words because my head is going too fast for my tongue. I've also got a bit of a sore throat at the moment. So yeah, do let me know if I'm going too fast or too slow through these sort of things when I explain in games. But basically, her point is, she has mooks. If she is a lot of mooks killed, she will flip and become merged with the sun. Citizen Dawn is immune to damage. So when she flips to this form, she becomes invulnerable. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more citizens in play, she flips. So she'll go back. Remember, she can only flip to this form once, so when she goes back, she stays there. But there needs to be 3 minions in play. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. Okay. So the issue we have here is that she will be vulnerable. When we kill off 5 of her minions, she will flip to become invulnerable. Then we have to wait until she has 3 minions in play. If she doesn't, she will still be invulnerable. So we can't just kill her minions. We have to wait for them to come back. That's her deal. Okay? It's kind of important to understand where she's coming from, because that will inform how every one of her cards plays. And this is how her deck will play. So we're going to start the game. And we're just going to talk about our cards as they come out. So, Citizen Spring. At the end of the villain turn, each citizen regains 1 HP. So she's a healer. Citizen Winter. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 2 cold damage. She injures all of my cards. Citizen Tears. At the end of the villain turn, each player discards 1 card. Ooh. At the end of the villain turn, each player discards 1 card. I don't like that. That's the opposite of what Taken's meant to be doing. If Citizen Sweat is in play, each player discards 1 or more cards. Bear in mind that most of her cards, not all of them, Citizen Winter and Citizen Spring are actually exceptions to this rule. Most of her citizens have an opposite, like a partner. So Citizen Tears has Sweat, Sweat and Tears. Yes, there's also Hammer and Anvil, and a couple of others. Assault and Battery, Truth and Dare. You get the idea. And then they will interact. So if Citizen Sweat is in play, each player discards 1 more card. So they have a... This gets worse if their partner is in play. If Citizen Blood... Sweat, Tears, and Blood. Yeah, there's 3 of them for this one. If Citizen Blood is in play, this card deals each hero melee damage equal to the number of cards discarded by the player this turn. Notice that this is worse when all 3 of them are in play. So, yeah, not great. Luckily, none of these synergize yet. Blinding Blast. Okay. So, she pulls out her 3, she starts her turn. Because remember that before gameplay starts, she pulls out 3 citizens. So she started her turn, she's pulling out Blinding Blast. 1 shot. Now, the type is 1 shot. That means it does its effect, it gets discarded. Citizen Dawn deals each hero target 2 energy damage. Each player discards 2 cards. That's just brilliant. I really don't like discarding cards at the beginning of the game because it really limits my options. Citizen Dawn deals each hero target 2 energy damage. Okay, I can choose who to do the damage to, and then the next one, and then the next one, but since everyone's going to take it and I don't have any mitigation, I'm just going to say choose for me. So 2 energy damage, that's energy, that's 2. There's nothing affecting this, so it's just Blinding Blast does 2 damage. Okay, so the first player to discard a card. Doesn't really matter what order we do this in, so we'll do Legacy first. Lead from the front. Whenever a hero target will be dealt damage by a villain card, you may redirect that to Legacy. Surge of Strength. Increase damage dealt by Legacy by 1. Danger Sense. Immune to damage from environment cards. I'm going to say we get rid of Danger Sense. There's no environment cards out at the moment. And I'm going to also get rid of Surge of Strength. Increase damage dealt by Legacy by 1. Because Legacy isn't really a damage dealer. I'm not going to go into too much what my meta is for each of these choices here. I'm just going to quickly discard the cards because we can go through the meta later. I hate discarding 2 cards this early. And lastly, I like that. I'll discard those. Okay. And then at the end of the turn, she deals the person with the highest damage 2. You heal everyone. Everyone's at maximum HP. Then you hit everyone for 2 as well. Choose for me. Doesn't really matter what order we do this in. And then everyone discards a card because of Citizen Tears. This is not a good start for us. This is really not a good start. I'm going to quickly go through everyone. I'm not going to be perfect with my playstyle here because I'm just trying to explain the game as we go. Right. It's not like we've got a choice about what we play, which is also helping us in this aspect of the game because we get to speed this bit up. Lead from the front. So this is ongoing and limited. Ongoing means it goes into your play area and stays there because it's ongoing. And it is limited, meaning we can only have one in play at any one time of this card. Whenever a hero target would be dealt damage by a villain card, you may redirect that to Legacy. I can words. Words aren't hard. This seems good. If Legacy had the damage reduction or mitigation that you normally get for Legacy, sadly we don't have any, because we didn't draw any, and then we discarded every other card. So, this is fine. It means that everyone's going to direct their target to Legacy, though. Legacy. Until the start of your next turn, increase damage dealt by a hero. Dealt by heroes to targets by 1. Okay. So the way this works is that in your turn, you play a card, you use a power. The only power we have at the moment is the one on Legacy's like hero card, and then you draw a card. So we're going to use our power after playing our card. We're going to use this power, increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1. And then draw a card, Flying Smash. 3 targets, 3 melee damage each. It's a one-shot. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but fine. We're going to play the only card we have, Grievous Hailstorm, ongoing, power. So this is an ongoing card that gives us another option of a power to play. So the power for this one is Tempest deals each non-hero target 2 cold damage. So we'll play that. And then we've got a choice in powers. We can Tempest deals each non-hero target 1 projectile damage, or 2 cold damage. We're going to go with the 2 cold damage, because it's more, and because we've got a +1. So it doesn't matter what order we do this in. The +1 is really helpful. This is why I love the combination of Legacy and Tempest. Just got to try and make sure we kill Citizen Tears, because I don't want to be discarding any more cards. I really don't. Genebound Shackles. Increase damage dealt by Tempest to the villain target with the highest HP by 2. That's nearly always going to be her. Right. We've only got one card. Increase cold damage dealt by Absolute Zero by 1. This is going to be great. You might wonder, well, why is this going to be great, EE? Because Absolute Zero's power is Absolute Zero deals himself either 1 cold damage or 1 fire damage. You might be like, okay, why does Absolute Zero deal himself damage? That doesn't seem a great power. Because a lot of Absolute Zero's powers rely on him having equipment which allows him to redirect or heal based off of damage. He heals off of water, of cold, because he is Absolute Zero and needs a special suit, so he heals when he gets cold. Or if he heats up, that allows him to overclock his suit and like do cold damage to other people. So when he does fire damage to himself, he can do cold damage to other people, and when he does cold damage to himself, he heals. If he has the equipment. Sadly, I've got no equipment, because A, I didn't draw it, and B, I had to discard all my cards, so we're not going to do this. We're actually going to skip this power. Cryo Chamber. Cold damage dealt by Absolute Zero is increased by 1. Fire damage dealt to Absolute Zero is reduced by 1. I guess that's basically useless to us. Tachyon deals non-hero targets 1 sonic damage. Targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of your next turn. This is the card I very specifically kept. Hypersonic Assault is very, very useful. It's a one-shot, but it means that we deal everyone who isn't a hero, which includes Environment, but there isn't, 1 damage. It's going to be 2 because we've got Legacy's buff. If they take damage, then they can't deal us damage next turn. That's the rule. This will kill Citizen Winter. It will kill Citizen Tears. It won't kill Spring, but it will prevent Citizen Dawn from doing damage. Not that Spring does damage, so yeah. Tears was destroyed. Winter was destroyed. And then use a power. Her power is each player draws a card, which is going to be very helpful because right now we only have 1 card in each person's hand. What are we going to draw? Motivational Charge. It's okay. It's a bit of damage, a bit of healing. Vicious Cyclone. This is a discard cards to be able to do damage, but we don't really have the ability to discard cards right now. Modular Realignment. Yes. Look for an equipment card from your trash and put it into play or your hand. We don't have much in our trash. Destroy 1 environment card or 1 ongoing card. There's no environment cards, and she doesn't have any ongoing cards. Lightning Reflexes, you may play up to 2 cards now. I don't have that many cards to play. We haven't had really a good start, have we? This has been a pretty bad start. Obsidian Field, increase all damage up by 1. At the start of their turn, 1 player may discard 2 cards to destroy this Okay, so that means that we've got an environment card, which is going to increase all damage dealt by 1. I'm okay with that. Citizen Blood. Oh, hello. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero type with the lowest HP 1 melee damage. Citizen Blood by himself is pretty... Yeah, just the hero type with the lowest HP 1, that's not too bad. If he combines with Sweat or Tears, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, you're healing people. You hit Tempest. Do you want to redirect that to Legacy? Yes, I do. Because remember, we've got the ability to redirect all damage to Legacy, if we choose. Obsidian Field will, of course, increase it by 1. But Obsidian Field probably benefits us, because we've got an AoE. Right. Legacy deals 1 target, 2 melee damage. Each hero gains... Do we need it to take out Citizen Blood? We probably do. Because this turn we'll probably be able to kill both of them. So, Motivational Charge. And then that gives us the ability to deal 1 target, 2 damage. Each hero gains 1 HP. Or we could do plus... I'm going to do plus damage. I think the plus damage is still like a viable choice here. Inspiring Presence. Each hero target regains 1 HP when damage dealt by hero targets increases by 1. This is very useful. This is the sort of thing I have him for. Do you want to discard 2 cards? No. I want Obsidian Field to stay in play. I know I'm going through this fast. Hopefully you're keeping up. Or you're starting to keep up. Okay. We could play Vicious Cyclone. Play this card next to a target. At the start of your turn, discard up to 3 cards. Tempest deals that target 1 projectile damage for each card discarded this way. That's probably one of the weakest cards in his deck. I'm going to play Genebound Shackles, which is increased damage dealt by Tempest to the villain target with the highest HP by 2. So when we're attacking the one with the highest HP, which is, fun enough, Citizen Dawn, because she's the only villain here, she'll take an extra 2 damage. And since we do a lot of AoE, that's fine by me. Yeah, that rhymed. So, watch this. +1 for... yeah, we'll hit you first. +1 for Galvanize, +1 for Obsidian Field, +2 for Genebound Shackles. It's not a bad AoE attack. Chain Lightning. 4, 3, 2. It attacks 3 targets. That one is a one-shot. Do you want to discard 2 cards? No. I'm liking Obsidian Field at the moment. Right. Modular Realignment. Select 1 equipment card from your trash and put it into play or your hand. I don't have any equipment cards in my trash. Can't really use that. So I'm going to play Cryo Chamber, which increases damage dealt to absolute 0. Yeah, cold damage dealt to absolute 0 is increased by 1. Fire damage dealt to absolute 0 is reduced by 1. Again, that's really helpful, but I'm going to have to skip your power turn. Please be... Yes! That allows us to look through our deck for a module, and a module is what we need. He's got 2 modules that basically function as his core. Okay, that effect disappears. Lightning Speed, destroy 1 environment card or 1 ongoing card. I could destroy Obsidian Fields, I don't want to. Lightning Reflexes. You can play up to 2 cards now. I could play that, and then I could play 2 cards. So it basically allows you to, instead of playing 1 card, play 2. I don't have the cards to play. I don't want to play Blinding Radiance. I'm going to skip. I'm going to draw more cards. This is really annoying. Normally she gets cards that allow you to draw more cards. Legacy just got a card that allows us to do that. At the start of your turn, Tempest deals non-hero target 1 lightning damage. That's great. That's more AoE, which is going to be massively increased. This is great. Impale, play next to a non-hero target. At the start of your turn, you deal them damage. Melee damage, she deals additional damage if they dealt her damage. And this is, if Tachyon will be dealt 3 or more damage from a single source, you may redirect that and destroy its card. Do I want to discard 2 cards? No. Primordial Plant Life. When this card enters play, each hero may destroy 1 of their ongoing cards. Deal any hero that destroys an ongoing card 2 toxic damage. Deal any hero that does not destroy an ongoing card 4 toxic damage. At the end of the environment turn, destroy its card. Okay, so it's basically a one-shot. And I can destroy ongoing cards. I don't have enough cards. I'm going to have to take the damage because I don't have enough cards to replace my ongoing cards. This is basically, you can take 2 damage and destroy a card, or you can take 4. I'm going to take 4 on everyone. Bring it. Sitting Fields is really hurting here. I thought we were doing okay until that one came up. Citizen Battery. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero with the highest HP 3 energy damage. If Citizen Assault is in play, it does more. Redirect this to Legacy? I'm going to say no. Because Absolute Zero can take quite a bit of punishment. Which card is considered to have the lowest HP? I'm going to say Absolute Zero again. And no, I don't want to redirect it. I'm going to let Absolute Zero take a bit of beating there. Because I know what's coming. And then, who do I want to get hit with this? Probably Tachyon. That way Legacy will be the highest HP next turn. Right. So we've got some choices here. We could do bolster alloys. Alloys? Yes, we can bolster our alloys, normally including a high carbon. Each player draws a card, right? Or, ongoing limited. When this card enters play, each hero target regains 1 HP. Increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1. Again, another buff. Legacy's pretty good for that. Some of Legacy's variants focus a bit more on defense rather than on damage increases, but the damage increases combined with our AoE is great. I kind of want the extra cards. Right now, I don't think this is the way forwards. I think we need the extra cards because I need the options. So I'm going to play the one-shot. Increase damage done by Legacy by 1. Legacy doesn't really deal much damage. Deals 1 target 5 lightning damage. Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Any villain card which would act at the end of its turn instead acts at the start of its turn. Lightspeed Barrage deals 1 target X melee damage where X equals another burst targets in your trash. We're going to use damage increase. I can't not. It's just so good. Legacy deals 1 target 4 damage. Okay, that's a one-shot for Legacy. You get the feeling how this game's going so far? You see that there's things that combine. I'm not going to discard 2 cards, no. Right. Vicious Cyclone, we don't want. Electrical Storm is nice. Chain Lightning and Lightning Slash. So Chain Lightning does 4 damage, 3 damage, and 2 damage. Which for us would be 6, 5, and 4. Because we've got the plus from that and the plus from over there. Electrical Storm. At the start of your turn, Tempest deals non-hero damage. Right, so basically at the beginning of our turn, we deal everyone 1 damage. Which also, because it's by us, benefits from the increases from Legacy and from the Obsidian. Electrical Storm is pretty good. Lightning Slash. It's just a 1 target, 5 damage. If we wanted, like, specific target, then maybe. I'm going to try and keep Citizen Battery in play for now. I don't want to kill Citizen Battery. I want to try and target down Citizen Dawn. Also get rid of Citizen Blood, maybe. It's going to be hard not to hit Citizen Blood. That's what I'm thinking. We'll put up an Electrical Storm. And then we'll use Grievous Hailstorm. Right. Do it. 6 because of G-Bound Shackles. That'll be 4. That'll be a kill. If we kill Citizen Battery, she will flip next turn and become invincible. I was going to say invulnerable, and then they combine invincible with it. Invincible. No, I don't want to discard some cards. Now, we can play Impale. Play this card next to a non-hero target. At the start of your turn, Absolute Zero deals that target 2 cold damage. And remember, we've got increases our cold damage by 1 and by 1, I think. That's 101. So it should do 4 damage per turn. If the target leaves play, just throw this card. So this is an ongoing card that every single time at the start of our turn will do damage, which is pretty cool. Cool, get it? Because it's cold damn. No, okay. Alternatively, onboard module installation. You may draw a card. Search your deck for a module card and put that into your hand. Shuffle your deck. You may play a card. Basically, we get a draw card, and then we look for a module For instance, the one that says, when we take cold damage, we instead heal that much damage, which is pretty good. However, right now, I kind of want to get the damage in. So I'm going to go Impale, and I'm going to place it next to Citizen Dawn. And then I'm going to skip because I don't want to use power. This deals the target damage, deals the second target damage, deals ourselves damage. No, I don't want to discard cards. Tachyon. So this one deals X damage where X equals the number of burst cards in your trash. Burst is a type, like it'll say one shot, comma, burst. We've got 2 burst cards in our trash. This is a really helpful thing about this as a computer game, like on mobile or on PC, as opposed to being a physical card game. In a physical card game, you'd have to keep looking through your decks to check this sort of thing. Also, when it says conditionally, like, it will attack the card with the second highest HP, the game just knows what it is. It's one of the reasons I don't know if I'd actually play this as a physical card game myself, because I'd probably just get a bit tired of that. But as a computer game and mobile game, it works brilliantly. One target X melee damage where X is... No, that's pretty terrible right now. I'd say hang on to this until our burst cards get more useful. Destroy an environment card or one ongoing card. I could destroy Obsidian Fields. I don't feel the need to. It's benefiting us quite a lot right now. I'm going to say we play Synaptic Interruption. What Synaptic Interruption will do is, if Tachyon will be dealt 3 or more damage from a single source, you may redirect that damage to a target of your choice and destroy this card. Ongoing Burst. Burst doesn't really do anything other than counting as burst for whatever the other things are. So this will sit here until we take 3 or more damage, at which point we can choose to redirect it. We'll draw cards. Danger Sense, immune to damage from environment. Localized Hurricane, increased damage dealt to Tempest by 1. Power, Tempest deals up to 2 targets, 3 projectile damage each, and you can draw 2 cards. Cold Snap at the start of your turn after 0 deals each non-hero target 1 cold damage. That's pretty good. Remember that every time we do 1 damage, we're doing extra because of all the buffs. Tachyon deals 1 target, 1 melee damage, you draw a card. Hypersonic Assault, we've already had that. It's the one that allows them to basically say, yeah, you're not dealing damage to me, mate. And I don't want to discard cards, no. It's going pretty well for us. Our health's a little bit low, but it's going well for us. Velociraptor Pack. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-environment target with the lowest HP. Oh, it's killed Citizen Battery. That means that, yep, she's going to flip. Whoopsie. That's not good. Yep, there are 5 citizens in her pile, so she merges the Power Sun, and Citizen Summer comes out. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 heroes with the most cards in play 3 fire damage. Citizen Autumn, at the end of the villain turn, destroy all ongoing cards controlled by the hero with the lowest HP. Oh no, that's bad. It doesn't matter who you deal damage to first, really. Do I want to target this to Legacy? You know what? Yes. And I want to retarget this to Legacy. There's a reason for this. Citizen Autumn will pick the target with the lowest HP, which will be either of these 2, and destroy their cards in play. Let's quickly check. You've got only the 1 card in play. Okay, so we want to pick you. Okay, so we won't pick Legacy. Because if we pick Legacy, if we hit Legacy with this attack, Legacy will be the lowest HP. Oh, but now Absolute Zero is going to... Ooh. Right, now because this is a single-player card game, you can go back in time. Luckily, I thought this through. So we could choose to go back in time, and we could go back and let him take the damage. Issue is, I don't think we want to. There is a back in time button up here, and allows you to go back a certain amount of turns. It's actually really neat, like how they've done it. Like I'm a massive fan of a lot of the UI on this game. Anyone who's watched me for a long time knows I'm a certain amount of a bit of a UI nerd. I'm also a nerd, but whatever. I'm a geek, really. But whatever, the point being, I'm a bit of a UI nerd. And the way they managed to make all of this so fluid and workable is great. It works pretty well on mobile. It's on PC, it's pretty much all mouse-driven. Pretty much all right-click mouse-driven or left-click mouse-driven in some contexts, I guess. Yeah, so right is inspect. I'm going to let this damage happen to Legacy, and we'll have to discard Legacy's cards in play, which sucks, because I actually like Legacy's cards. doesn't matter what we destroy them in, they both get destroyed. She needs to die. Which is annoying. Because right now, we need her to have citizens. Because when she has 3 citizens, she'll flip back. But Citizen Autumn will keep destroying our cards in play. And that cannot be allowed to happen. Yeah, and she's going to deal fire damage to the people with the most cards in play, so... Which means that they will get low on health, and then she'll affect them. So we need to either stop her... or we need to make sure that Legacy is the lowest health. Problem is, you're going to hit everyone else, and that'll bring them down. We're going to go for Inspiring Presence. It'll heal. And we'll also get a damage increase. So we'll use our power. Funk. Legacy deals 1 damage, 1 target 3 melee damage, draw a card. Okay. Do I want to discard 2 cards? Right now, we're not going to be doing much damage at all. This might be something we think about. Because I want to kill Citizen Autumn, but after that, we don't want them getting damage buffs, and we don't want to do damage to them because we want to let the citizens build up. So actually, we kind of want to get rid of Obsidian Field. Do I want to discard 2 cards from Legacy? No, not Legacy. Now, I actually want to have a look at the Velociraptor. Yeah, just choose for me. Be cautious here. Oh god, we're going to kill people by mistake. God damn it, why are we so strong? Whoops, I didn't mean to kill that one. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals a non-environment target with the lowest HP, and X amount of damage, where X equals the number of Velociraptor packs in play at time, times 2. Okay. So that's going to kill Citizen Autumn, because there's 1 Velociraptor pack in play. That's fine. There's nothing else we can really do here. So... I don't know what I actually do. Like a Vicious Cyclone. Actually, no, I probably want to discard cards to get rid of Obsidian Field. So yeah, I'm gonna skip. Then I'm gonna use my power. She's immune. You die. You die. We get Shielding Whips. Whenever a hero type will be dealt 5 more damage from a single source, reduce that damage by 2. So that's a pretty good damage decrease. Do you want to discard 2 cards? Yes, I do. I'm going to discard Vicious Cyclone and Chain Lightning. Ooh. Probably Lightning Slash. It does 1 more damage, it only targets 1 person. Right. You're immune to damage, so the Impale doesn't do anything. Cold Snap. At the start of each of your turns, we deal... I don't actually want to use that, because we will probably kill her citizens. So instead, I'm going to play Onboard Module Installation. You may draw a card, search your deck for module and put that into your hand, shuffle your deck, you may play a card. That's the card we drew. We'll come to this later. And we want to get Null Point Calibration Unit. Whenever Absolute Zero would take cold damage, he regains that many HP instead. This is the crux of his build. Also combined with Isothermic Transducer. Whenever Absolute Zero is dealt fire damage, Absolute Zero deals 1 target that much cold damage. I'm going to select this one, so we can just heal up. Then we're going to play it. And then, we're going to use our ability to deal ourselves cold damage. Deal 1, +1 for Galvanize, +1 for Focused Aperture, +1 for Cryo Chamber, +1 for Inspiring Presence, Null Point Calibration, we heal 5. So, Absolute Zero can be a bit of a tank. See how his abilities work now? Ooh. I don't know what I meant to use you for right now. There's nothing really to hit. And normally you have abilities, like, cards that I can use, but I could have just used that card. Could have destroyed an environment card without having to discard. Oh, I guess we'll skip now. And we'll just draw some cards. She's environment with nothing else to do. Next evolution, Legacy. Legacy is immune to damage type of your choice until the start of your next turn. That's pretty useful. Especially if we combine that with takes all damage for everyone else. Onboard module installation. Excellent. That means we can get the fire module. And that means we've got both. HUD goals, you may play additional cards during your play phase. This is the kind of the crux of Tachyon, because she can draw cards. She's got a lot of multiple draws as well. And then she can play multiple cards, because things like HUD goggles. Goggles? Goggles. That's what we're calling them from now on. HUD goggles allows her to play multiple cards. Obsidian. Oh, god damn it. I just got rid of that. Fine. What are you playing? Please don't be Autumn. Return of the Dawn. At the end of the villain turn, shuffle the villain trash and reveal cards from the top until a citizen is revealed. Put it into play. Put the other revealed cards back into the villain trash. That's interesting. Now we can get rid of that, actually. We've got a card with Tachyon that allows us to remove a ongoing card. Which will this be? Which will this be? Which will be this. But it will allow her to get citizens back quicker, which I actually like. Healing Light. She regains HP. Each citizen other than Citizen Dawn has a HP restored to the maximum. Nah. Doesn't really matter that much. Citizen Tears. At the end of the villain turn, each player discards one card. You know what? I can deal with that now. I've got my deck up and running. We will get rid of Search of Strength. I don't really care about Legacy's damage. We will get rid of Localized Hurricane. It's actually not that good. Absolute Zero. We'll get rid of Hoarfrost. Probably don't need it for now. And then Subsonic Response. Supersonic Response. Basically does extra damage if we've been hit. So don't really want to be hit in the first place. Okay. I will probably let her keep Return of the Dawn for one more turn, because that means we should get enough citizens, I think. Now, there is Citizen Blood in there, and they will combo horribly, but we can deal with that when we have to. Don't want to hit anyone, I want to let them live. Danger Sense, immune to environment. Legacy is immune to a damage type. Choice of your turn, until the start next turn. That's pretty nice. Draw a card. I'm going to go with next evolution. And that way we can use that power to choose to be immune to something. I don't want to deal damage, so I'm actually going to go with that. And I'm going to go for... cold damage in case you get Citizen Winter? I mean, there's also Citizen Fire, so... Citizen Summer, sorry, it does fire damage. Okay, Citizen Fire. Do I want to discard 2 cards? Yes. Discard one of the Thonks. Discard... Danger Sense. I can't skip this, unfortunately, which is annoying. Luckily, we aren't doing too much damage because we got rid of danger. We got rid of the Galvanize. We did use a different ability, and we got rid of Obsidian, so we're not doing too much damage now. I will probably want to use Shielding Whips to reduce damage. Whenever a hero target will be dealt 5 more damage from a single source, reduce that damage by 2. And then I will skip using a power. I can live with another Chain Lightning. Cold Snap. At the start of your turn, Absolute Zero deals each non-hero target 1 cold damage. Great, but I can't risk killing someone. So we're going to look for the other module. We draw modular element. I don't care about that. There we go. Isothermic Transducer. Whenever Absolute Zero is dealt fire damage, Absolute Zero deals 1 target that much cold damage. Okay, so basically we can deal fire to ourselves to deal someone else cold. Confirm. And now we get to play a card. It will be that one. Probably. Actually, no, it doesn't need to be that one this turn, does it? We can play Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Any villain card which would act at the end of the turn instead acts at the start. Which means that Citizen Tears won't be able to synergize with Citizen Blood as easily. We'll play that now. And then we'll just heal ourselves because we don't do damage. Could use fire on ourselves. Actually, no, we didn't put the atmospheric transducer on. Yeah, we're good. We'll just heal ourselves. See? Absolute Zero can be a tank. Just requires the right amount of cards. Oh, I already got one of these, but that's nice. Oh, what do we want here? I'm going to say HUD goggles. We don't use blinding speed because we actually want that to pull more citizens out. I'm going to say skip. And I'm going to draw a card instead. Each hero gains 1 HP. Increase damage dealt by hero. Yeah, that's pretty cool. G-Mount Shackles, we've already got. Focus Aperture, increase cold damage. I think we've already got that one. Might even have the Legacy one, I can't remember. Pushing the limits. You may play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. Sounds great, right? But you have to deal yourself 2 damage or the card gets destroyed every turn. Attacking on deals 1 damage. Yeah, whatever. Okay, what have you got in store? Please don't be something that kills Citizen Tears. Enraged T-Rex. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the target other than itself with the second highest HP. Oh dear. 5 melee damage. Luckily, Shielding Whips helped, and it was against our tank. Because it would have been Citizen Dawn, but second highest, so... and not itself. So, yeah, that was going to be you all the time. Healing Light. Fine. I was hoping for Citizens. Come on, get me 3 Citizens. Citizen Blood. Good, that's just a horrible combination. Legacy discard a card. Deal, get rid of this one. This is 4 damage, that one's 3, and draw a card, so I'll get rid of the 4 damage one. Tempest, get rid of Chain Lightning, we've already got... you've got G-Mount Shackles, don't you? Can I just check that? You've got Inspiring Presence. You've got G-Mount Shackles. Yeah. I like the fact that it's very comic booky. It's like, meanwhile, not go back to other screen. Like, they've kept the theme throughout, which is great. I'm going to get rid of G-Mount Shackles, because we've already got that out. I'm going to get rid of Modular Realignment. That allows us to look in our trash, and I'm quite happy with what we've got right now. Over here, Accelerated Assault, we could. Deals each non-hero target 1 damage. Yeah. 1 target, 1 melee damage, you may draw a card. I'll get rid of Nimble Strike. Choose for me. 1 melee to everyone. Devastating Aurora. No! Destroy all hero ongoing cards, destroy all equipment cards, destroy all environment. No, 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 no! This is her. I think she's only got 1 of these per deck, I'm not certain, but this is her. This screws everything up. Just as they choose for me. This is so bad. This is so bad. Remember what I said about Absolute Zero being really useful when you get him leveled up? His cards? Well, we have none of those cards now. Look how, by the way, Legacy's getting like torn uniform and scars and stuff now as he gets low on health. Channel the Eclipse. At the end of the turn, sorry, Citizen Dawn deals herself 2 cold damage. At the start of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Okay. This is an autumn. Now it doesn't act because it only acts at the beginning of the... No, that was a card that got discarded. God damn it! And because that card got destroyed, she's acting twice. Because remember, she acts at the end of the turn, but we said, we've got a card that says act at the beginning of the turn, not the end. And so instead of acting at the end, she acts at the beginning. And then the card got destroyed. End of the turn. Oh, she acts at the end of the turn. She's acting twice. Oh, this is really bad. I'm going to say get rid of Flying Smash. I need the things that allow me to draw. This is really bad. I'm going to keep Reclaim from the Deep. That allows us to look through our trash. I need that. I need that. What do you do? Set one equip card from your trash and put it into... Yeah, that's fine. Cold Snap, Frostbat. We'll get rid of Horfire. That's going to be a card based on... Allows you to do cold and fire damage, which you can then combine with your equipment, which we don't have. So get rid of that one. Technically, your abilities now will do a lot of damage because they're based on the number of bursts you've got generally. So I guess we will get rid of Accelerated Assault. And just choose for me. She will flip next turn because she has 3 citizens in play. But that's if we keep Citizen Autumn in play. Destroy all ongoing heroes with the lowest HP. Okay, that will probably be Legacy, which is unfortunate. Now, if Legacy does die, by the way, and goes down to 0 HP, he will flip. And we'll get 1 hero may use a power, 1 player may just draw a card. Until the start of your next turn, reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 2. These are sort of effects that happen when your characters die to allow your other heroes to fight on as they notice a fallen comrade. We're so screwed. And I want to keep Citizen Autumn around because I want the flip. Reclaim from the Deep. Each player may take a card from their trash and put it on top of their hero deck. So we basically get to be like, look, we want this in our next draw. Not that it's going to matter for Legacy. Legacy's going to be dead. We're going to lead from the front. Tempest. Could go Gene-Bound Shackles. I'm going to say Electrical Storm. Absolute Zero. I'm going to say Impale. Tachyon. Hypersonic Assault. Prevent them dealing damage by injuring them. So we're going to play Electrical Storm. Oh, we have to use a power. That was our play for the turn. Yeah, let's deal damage. It's only 1 point of damage. Oh. We are inspiring people. That's not quite what I intended. Oh, that was a bad move. I'm actually going to go back on that one. Tempest. We don't want to use the power because we actually want to use Hypersonic Assault to avoid taking damage next turn. Right, straight up. Deal ourselves some cold damage. Now, I've got nothing to really buff this. But I'll take the heals anyway. And we've drawn Impale. Great. And then we want to use Hypersonic Assault. We might actually be able to play multiple cards. Do we have the multiple card playing one? Yes. Lightning Reflexes, which allows us to play 2 cards. Push the limits. You may play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. At the start of your turn, Tachyon may deal herself 2 sonic damage. If she takes no damage this way, this card is destroyed. So basically you have to deal yourself some damage. I'm going to go for Hypersonic Assault first. And I'm just going to say choose for me. Anyone who takes damage this way cannot deal damage next turn. Then we go pushing the limit. And then I can play another one. Destroy an ongoing card, and we're going to destroy... We've got to destroy Return of the Dawn. Don't want all these cards coming back. And then each player draws a card. Surprise! Right. I've actually got the animations set to slowest, so we have a chance to talk about all of these. So you don't necessarily have to have the animations being quite this slow. You know, you think these are slow animations. No, pushing the limit, great. They don't combine, they're limited. Okay, this is what I'm scared of. Please don't kill one of the citizens. I will be mad. You're going to kill citizen. Yeah, there we go. I need one more citizen. Oh! She's returning? Wait, why is she returning? What did I miss? At the start of the villain turn, if there are 3 or more citizens in play, Citizen Dawn flips. She got a maximum amount of time. Huh. That's not a citizen. Oh, she's a citizen! Ah, that's why! Each hero target 2 energy damage. Each player discards 2 cards. Oh. It's really nasty. Choose for me. Okay, let's start discarding cards. I'm not going to need lead from the front, to be honest. Whenever a hero would be dealt damage by a villain, you may redirect it, it will kill Legacy. So I'm going to discard, and then discard Thonk. We'll get rid of... I can destroy ongoing cards, that'll be useful. Chain Lightning, and... I'll get rid of the other Chain Lightning. I was at 0. Cold Snap is limited, so I'll get rid of one of those, and I'll get rid of Frostbound Drain. Deals itself cold damage. Deals itself fire damage. It only works if I've got both installed. And then over here we'll get rid of Sucker Punch, because that's pretty meh. And we'll also get rid of... Pushing the Limit. It's a limited card. Citizen Autumn destroyed Inspiring Presence, which was a shame. Either way, we're going to thonk something. Citizen Truth. Villain targets other than Citizen Truth are immune to damage. Reduce damage dealt to Citizen Truth by 1. When Citizen enters play, this card deals the hero type with the highest. This is a really annoying card. Citizen Truth needs to die. It's really screwing my plans because we do a lot of AoE damage. Right, we're going to use this. We're going to deal 4 lightning damage, +1, -1. And then we get to destroy ongoing cards, which means channel the Eclipse. And then I can skip. Or I can destroy one of my own cards. I'm going to skip. And then use an ability, 1 projectile damage to all non-heroes. Now, I can just do it in whatever order. However, if I do Citizen Truth last, which is the default order, Citizen Truth will block damage. So if we do you first, now we can do the rest. Pretty happy with that. Now, bear in mind, Velociraptor will target me next turn because there's not many other people around. We're going to use Impale on Citizen Dawn. And then we're going to use our ability to heal ourselves, because it's either that or do nothing, or injure ourselves with fire. I don't need another null point, but thank you for asking. Okay. Do you want to deal damage to myself to continue doing multiple actions? Yeah, I'll take it. Unfortunately, Legacy's Galvanize does apply there. We can deal each non-hero target 1 melee damage. Sounds reasonable to me. Have Sonic Assault. Well, I need to kill off the Velociraptors. That's why we're doing it this way around. And then we use our ability to draw another card. I think we've seen all we really need to out of the cards so far. Now, bear in mind that she's got Lightspeed Barrage, which means we do damage to one person. Ah, come on, I'm trying to get to your cards. Row of Lava. Oh, God. At the end of the environment turn, each hero may destroy one of their equipment cards. Deal any hero that does not destroy any equipment card 4 fire damage. At the start of the environment turn, if each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck, destroys card. Everyone's going to take fire damage. This is pretty bad. That means you're dead. You're damaged. You're damaged. You can just... I'm going to say you're going to take the damage. And sadly, we don't have the Transfuser installed, because if you did take the fire damage now, even if it's not you dealing yourself fire damage from another source, it would still react and allow you to do cold damage to someone. But we can't afford to discard a card. This is not good. Legacy goes first. Legacy's gone. Citizen Anvil. Reduce damage dealt to citizens by 1. At the end of the villain turn, if Citizen Hammer's in the villain trash, put him into play. I don't think Citizen Hammer is. Okay, so he's just going to reduce damage by 1. Right, we get to Legacy's turn. We get to use an ability. A hero can use a power. One player may draw a card. Until the start of your next turn, reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 2. Let's say hero use a power. And I'm going to say Tachyon. Draw a card. None of these I really want. That one I could go for. Destroy an environment card. That sounds very nice. Okay, we need to go for something damagey. Electrical Storm will help out, but again, reducing the damage by 1 is going to really hurt. Quite a lot, actually. I have to go Grievous Hailstorm to actually get any damage through. Because it's an Anvil's going to reduce it. God damn, this is an Anvil. Really being an absolute pain. Go Focused Apertures, and then we'll just do some more healing. Haven't really had a chance to properly use your fire abilities yet, still. Focused Apertures does, I think, +1 cold damage now? Yeah. I don't want to injure yourself. No, that's going to be discarded. We only get to play 1 card this turn, I think. It's going to be Blinding Radiance. Yes, I do want to destroy that. No River of Lava. Thank you very much. Blinding Speed, not Blinding Radiance. This is a very close game. It's also long. I know this video's gone on for quite a while. Hopefully you're enjoying the game and got the grips of it so far. If we can just get a chance to like whip out those burst cards, we can do a lot of damage here. Oh, Velociraptors! They're going to attack Tachyon. So close to being Anvil. Okay. At the start of the villain turn, each citizen regains 1 HP. That's annoying. It's not the worst, though. One player may draw a card. That's useless because we've got a power that allows us all to draw a card. Until the start of your next turn, reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 2. I'm actually going to go with that just in case we end up taking damage from the Velociraptors. Without a damage buff from Legacy, we're really hurting here. Yeah, definitely want to go Cold Snap here. Cold Snap at the beginning of our turn will deal 1 cold damage to every non-hero target. Remember, we've got +1 to that, so that'll be 2 damage. I don't need on-bomb module installation. I've got 3 isothermic transducers already. Okay, 3 HP on Tachyon. This will deal 10 damage. Do it. And we'll target Citizen Dawn. Because that deals 1 damage for each burst card in our trash. Yes, we'll use our power. Now, I'm not going to jinx it or anything, but we should survive next turn with her. Because the Velociraptors are going to do 2 less damage because of the power. Depends what she draws in the way of Citizen. Hypersonic Assault is going to be super helpful. Problem is, I think that's such a good draw that I don't think we're going to get this. I think we're going to be screwed over. She'll take 1 damage instead. Okay, I can live with Obsidian Fields. -2 for Legacy. What do you draw? This is the question. This is an assault at the beginning of the cards deal each hero 1 melee damage, and it's going to be +1 because of Obsidian Fields, and it's going to kill Tachyon. There we go. God damn it. Tachyon's down. Remember, Tachyon had a load of good cards. Each card of her burst was going to do 10 damage. Tempest, use your power. Deal cold damage. It doesn't matter who we hit first for this one, so unless we're going to kill Anvil, it won't make a difference. Right, I'm going to play Otherworldly Resilience. That will reduce damage to us by 1. And then we play Grievous Hailstorm. It won't kill you, so it doesn't matter what order we do this in. No, hell no, I like Obsidian Field at the moment. Hits as an anvil first. There we go. Now. Let's drop 3 ongoing cards. No. We're going to do it. Isothermic Transducer. Let's deal ourselves some fire damage. So we deal ourselves 1 fire damage, +1 from Obsidian Fields, that's 2. Which reacts, which means that we produce 2 cold damage from 2 fire, +1 for focused apertures, +1 from acidic field, because the acidic field applies to both the fire and then to the cold. Okay. Do you want to discard? No. And then what do you allow us to do? Tachyon. 1 player draws a card, 1 player plays a card, shuffle trash into its deck. That's not bad. I'm going to go play a card. And I'm going to say we play a card from Absolute Zero. Yeah, I'm going to go Modular Realignment. I'm looking for the Cryo. There we go, Cryo Chamber. Cold damage dealt to Absolute Zero is increased by 1. Fire damage dealt to Absolute Zero is reduced by 1. And we can use the power to deal ourselves. And I want to put that in play. And then, boom. Good timing. Okay. What's next? Please don't be something stupid. Enraged T-Rex. Second highest HP. Good, that's gonna be me. Thank you. We're so close. I'd say we're slightly on the losing side right now. That's fine by me. You're just regenerating 2 per turn. I can out DPS that. If I happen to have a way to kill it, I'll take it, but until then. 1 hero may use a power. Absolute 0. Use your healing power. Because I want you full health. Or at least higher health, so that when people keep hitting you, you can just keep regenerating. Doesn't matter which order we do this damage. Right. Select 1 non-indestructible villain card in play, other than the character card, and put it at the top of the villain deck. Basically delays the... It would delay her. We know what she'd be drawing next turn. It wouldn't be a person. It's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So we can make that go to the top of her deck, so we know she'll be drawing next turn. And then we deal her some damage. And then we can use our attack to deal damage again. This basically means that we can choose what type of damage we use. The Impale is good. That doesn't matter what order we do this in. Okay. Thermal Shockwave. Deals up to 3 targets 1 cold damage each. Absolute Zero deals himself X fire damage, where X equals the amount of cold damage dealt by Absolute Zero this turn. Would this be a kill shot? No, not at 28, 99 HP. No. I should have left that ongoing card in play and used this on it. Instead, I think I'm going to end up skipping my turn. Hell, might as well use that one. Allows us to draw a card. That does deal ourselves damage. It just doesn't matter what we pull here. We deal them cold damage, right? Then we deal ourselves fire damage. Which would allow us to deal cold damage. But then we'd have to heal. I don't think we can afford to take that damage right now. So I'm gonna say we skip the play phase and we go straight into the power phase. Because we need that health. Because we're gonna get hit by a T-Rex again next turn. Player plays a card, a player draws a card. What have you got in your deck? Shielding Whips. I really can't see. I'm gonna say one player draws a card. I'm gonna draw a card on Tempest. Now, I was hoping I'd get something damagey, like a lightning or more lightning. Oh no! I hate River of Lava. How if we let you take the damage? You will die. You'll do damage and then you'll die because you'll take an extra 1 from when she attacks you. And you'll take an extra 1 from the lava. So I'm going to have to discard. I can destroy basically anything because I've got replacements. However, if I destroy atmospheric... God, right, let's see this. Yeah, so we destroyed this one. We've got a replacement for that. Funnily enough, she draws Luminous Leadership. Yeah, that was the right call. I can't use my power of cold because it won't heal me now because I have lost that. So we can draw a card. How do I discard you again? I can discard you quite easily. Power. Tempest. Just keep up that damage. I don't know, shielding whips or... It's a shame it specifies non-hero. If it said, and you can injure heroes, and we could change the damage type, and... Nah, there's all cunning things we could do, but... I think for now, shooting what's up too much... I'm gonna say we just draw cards. Nope. Nope. Nope! I was hoping for, like, single target damage or chain. Not good draws. The thing is, I want to play 3 Fjord. It allows us to destroy 3 ongoing cards. But I kind of have to play that so that I can then heal up with that. Because he's doing a lot of damage each turn to her. Now I don't want to discard. Play a card. Yes. Absolute 0. I won't do anything. I'm going to play 3's Fjord. Destroy some cards. Destroy. Destroy, and then Deals each non-hero target X cold damage for equals the number of cards destroyed. We could destroy another card if we really wanted. I think we have Grievous Hail. That's a good question. Do we have Grievous Hail in our hand? Because if so, we can replace it next turn. We do. Right, if we discard one of our own cards, we can get more damage from this. She's at 10 HP. If we survive the next turn, I think we've got it. Yes, I'll discard cards from my deck. Oh no! Okay, we've got to destroy a card. Actually, can I go back to that? I think I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, I want Tempest to destroy a card. I could get... Yeah, I think it has to be Otherworldly Resonance to get rid of. And then Absolute Zero. Can we destroy a card? We take 4 damage if we don't, which is 5 damage. Then she attacks us to 3. That's provided she doesn't draw anything. I think we have to kill a card just to make sure, which is frustrating. Choose for me. She still might kill us this turn. It depends on the draw. This is as close as it gets, people. At the end of the villain turn, destroy 1 hero ongoing card. It's got to be Electrical Storm. It's the weaker of the two. We've got to go all in for damage this turn. 1 hero may use a power. It's just... It's got to be Tempest because we need that damage. Every little bit helps here. 3 projectile damage, you may draw 2 cards. Or 2 cold damage. Well, we need the damage, so it's going to be Localized Hurricane. And then we're going to use that power. There's a power to destroy the card. On her. And on you as well. Because you're there. Well, there's a Flash Floods to destroy environment cards. That'd be great if we'd had them earlier. Get rid of the T-Rex in a Flash Flood, but no. And then... Oh, that was clutch. That is as clutch as it gets. 2 heroes left standing, 1 on 1 HP, 1 on 3 HP. That is as clutch as it gets. We had a very bad start of all that discarding of our hands. And then the mid-game got pretty ropey as soon as she got the ability to destroy all the stuff we had out. There's one downside about her with our lineup, is that, again, you know, especially Absolute Zero is very, very reliant on cards on the board. To an extent, some of the others are as well. Whew. I really, really like this game. I really, really do, as you can probably tell by the length of this episode. Not all battles are that long. That one did come down to the wire. One of us was going to die effectively from timeout, just from sheer damage. I mean, obviously, it normally comes down to damage, but you need attrition damage, not as opposed to Nuki damage. Nuki, yeah, that's a good word. Anyway, so if you'd like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing. Let me know down below if you want me to play more. Not all videos are going to be quite this length. Normally they're about half this length. Like, a game is normally like 30 to 40 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer since I'm explaining it. And I did explain a lot of this in detail. Let me know as well if you understand what I was going through, if I went through it too fast or too slow, if you picked it up. I do realize that most of the way to be able to play this game is often just getting used to the system. So hopefully you picked it up as we played. But yeah, let me know if you want me to play more. I really do want to play more, so I'm just saying, I really enjoy this game so much. And we can play with some of the DLC things. And some of the things I'm not used to, which will probably result in death. That was the... Normally I own with this lineup versus vanilla people, but... Damn. Anyway, I've been EnterElysium. I better sign off before we get much further. Till next time, stay shiny.